Let me tell you about the best time of my life. I was 27, 28, overweight, and worked at a shitty job. How was that the best time of my life, you ask? At that shitty job, I still had fun colleagues, and I had made a bet with one of those colleagues. She had a running coach who handed her a running plan for 12 weeks. I've been telling her for months that I would try out a gym in my city, but I never actually went. Until she told me about her 12-week program that she didn't look forward to doing. I told her, if you finish 6 weeks of the program, I'll go to an introduction class at the gym. We shaked on it. She finished the 6 weeks, and now I had to keep my word. So I looked the gym up, signed up, and the next Friday I had my introduction class. Now, I have to add that before that period, the only sports/workouts I did were in high school during gym class. After that, I really didn't do much beside work and watching a lot of TV. I lived a pretty sedentary lifestyle. So having to go to a place completely out of my comfort zone where I don't know anybody was a frightening experience. But till this day, it's still in my top 5 of biggest decisions I have ever made in my life. I had ventured into the unknown. I did the introduction class and was immediately hooked. Even though I sucked big time and almost all of the exercises at the time were too hard to do and I had never touched something like a barbell in my life. That was okay. I realized one thing during the introduction class. When you join a good gym, you get good coaches. Not just people who cheer you on, but people who also tell you how you can improve on your skills. They correct you when needed. If you're lifting too lightly, they will tell you. But most importantly, if you are lifting too heavily, they will tell you. No point in lifting heavy if your form is bad. Bad form meant more practice at a lighter weight or slower pace. That was made very clear from the beginning. This thing hurts. I'm so sweaty and I completely suck at it. But I can scale according to my abilities and own pacing. Which, by the way, if you know me, is very slow. I'm slow at everything I do. I eat slow, walk slow, think slow. Just everything slow. So this gym, this is awesome. I need to keep doing this. But how? I work in a different city. The commute takes about an hour. Well, look at this. They have a class at 8 p.m. But I still have to cook. Well, look at this. Apparently, I don't have to cook the day off. I can prep my meals. But the way my stomach is set up, I can't work out on a full stomach. My food needs to rest for at least an hour before I can do anything active. Well, well, well. Don't you have a look at this? I can start work a bit earlier and leave work earlier, giving me about an extra hour before I have to go work out in the evening. Wow, I guess I don't have any excuses left. I truly didn't. Even when my train was running late, I could still make the class. And so I adopted the no excuses lifestyle. Only if I was out of the country would I miss a class. And for 3 years, that was my lifestyle. My new mindset. No excuses, just do it. Not sponsored by Nike. But then the pandemic started. The first lockdown was awesome. You're telling me that I don't have to go out and socialize? That's great, sign me up. Then gyms reopened for about 3 months before the second lockdown came. And then shit got real. I had made a lot of progress in the first lockdown, and now I was being shut down again. Social wise, this pandemic was a lot of fun. The perfect excuse to skip certain events. But then it became the perfect excuse to miss gym sessions after the lockdowns were lifted. I need my freedom. I can't work out in a time slot. I'm slow, remember? I don't know how long the workout is going to take me, and the third lockdown might be coming. Oh my god, I cannot work in those circumstances. Welcome to Excuseville, where excuses are the only currency. I didn't even realize it was happening until a good year after the facts. I would just find any reason to not do anything. First it was the pandemic, then it was, it's too rainy. Then it was, well, my train is running 5 minutes late. Every hiccup was a good enough reason to just not do anything and give in to old vices I thought were gone for good. Turns out, they were just hiding behind the corner, waiting for me to slip up. And I did. By the way, you guys, guess what? I just found my engine. The oil looks fine, so it's not the oil. Let me check the gas tank, because that's about the only car knowledge I have, and this needs to make sense for my analogy. Oh my god. The tank is full. Full of excuses. No wonder the engine broke down. Motivation doesn't run on excuses. Let me just remove the drain plug. Voila. And now we wait until all the excuses are out of the engine. Can you believe it? All this time, I was trying to make this thing run on excuses. I think that's about it. Let me put the drain plug back in, and we're done. So now, let's put in some real fuel. Let's start with a week of no excuses. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4, 5, 6, and 7:21. You never get it on the dot, do you? Okay, now let's try to start it. Oh my god, it's running again. Okay, so let's start with a week and see how far we'll get. Thank you for watching and see you next month.